Nice. I rewatched the latest video and decided I should learn more about the topic before I make more fashion and clothing videos. So while I take the time to learn more about streetwear, let's dabble into another creative outlet. I've had 2 canvases sitting in my room with zero idea of what to paint. I don't know how to use a paintbrush very well, but I do, however, know how to use a pencil, laptop, X-Acto knife, and spray paint. This is me thinking of what to paint. Trying to find inspo through scribbles and doodles and nothing. So then I looked at my hand and noticed this. 2 legs, 2 arms, and then 4 legs and the head. And that got me thinking about David Firth. And if that name doesn't sound familiar, then this one will. Salad Fingers. I've been a fan of his work for a very long time, and he heavily influenced my high school doodles. So these are some of the doodles I was able to find and save from old tests, old homework assignments, quizzes. Anyways, I came across this one, and it's a little wonky, but I thought it'd be really cool to make this into the piece. I started practicing shading, lighting, and all that, and after some time, I was able to whip this up. Yes, I know it's a little wonky, but we'll fix it later. Right now, we just have to make it into a creature of my own world. And I'm not sure if I want to make it into a chicken hand or maybe a slug and give it a slug trail. I'll sketch some things around and we'll see what looks cooler. It's a day later and I got the digital drawing done, and it's the first one I've ever made, so it did take a little while. But I haven't worked with color all that too often, so I also used a color scheme to help me pick out the proper values for the midtones and the shadows. So the actual stencil looks like this. Here we have all 4 layers. The base layer, layer 1, layer 2, 3, and 4. To pick the actual colors I'm going to be using, I went to the Montana website and checked out their color catalog and settled on something a little more me, which is this. And if you're as curious about art materials as I am, I will have them listed all in the description for you. Okay, I'm going to get my drawing printed and get other necessary materials.
I have taken all proper precautions to keep myself and others around me safe. My local shops are also doing their part and limiting certain services to minimize contact and keep their distance. Do your part. Stop the spread. Be safe.
New day, new supplies. Alright, I got all the necessary paint and I got my stuff printed. And funny story about the printing process. I'll tell you about that as I prep it for cutting. It cost $19.52 for an 18 by 24 print on regular printing paper. I needed 4 copies on a thicker paper, and I was not going to pay $80 for paper. So what I did was make 8 11 by 17 prints, 4 top halves, 4 bottom halves. Total cost $11.92. Finally, the painting process. 4 paints for 4 layers. Let's align this, let's go outside, and let's paint. Alright, I'm gonna paint it here in my room. Where exactly? I'm not sure. I have an idea. Alright, stencil work is done. And remember when I said I wasn't good with a paintbrush? Well, I have a paint marker now, and I'm going to be using that to outline. We're done. After many setbacks and many obstacles were finally done. And all I have left to do is peel off this tape. But before I do that, if you found me through my custom Dickies videos or custom pants videos, I just want to say that I'm not a fashion channel. But that doesn't mean I won't make any more fashion videos. I like a lot of things and I make videos based on my interest. For the most part, they're creative things like fashion, painting, music, and whatever else comes down the road. With that said, thank you for tagging along and sticking around to the end. And until the next one.